everybody, what's going on? We're back to our hey, what's up, Supreme Bugs? What's going on, buddy? We're back to our usual-ish, well, there's still Halloween involved, but hey, what's up, J Kite? But not as usual. There's some big news that was breaking today. And we're going to talk, we got a bunch of things that we're going to talk about today, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, because there's a lot of cool things that have transpired. And then we're gonna take a we gotta hang on. I'm trying to find the news. Where the hell is it? And then I'll go over where are we? Here we go. There we go. Got the news up. So these are the main topics, plus whatever else gets brought up in the chat. So I'm gonna talk about Fiesta Texas Kid Flash. We're gonna talk about Cedar Fair and a few of their parks. Ending the whole year-round thing, plus the Six Flags Cedar Fair merger thing that just broke today that could happen. There was locally in Rhode Island, there's a place called Seven Cedar Farms, and they had an accident, so we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about the Comcast Universal third quarter results. We're going to talk about Knoebels. They're proposing a bill to make April as Knoebels Amusement Resort Day in Pennsylvania. We're also going to be talking about 2 haunted attractions that are actually open this weekend. And I know Six Flags New England is also going to be doing Fright Fest too. But we also have 2 localish extreme haunts this weekend. And we'll get into that. Also, the SeaWorld Orlando rumor. What's after the Penguins? What's, the rumor? Some Sesame Place rumors. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Charles? We're also going to be talking about Adventure Hotels in North Conway, New Hampshire. We're going to be talking about the new Prime music video that I released. Also, we are going to be talking about the future of SFNEOnline. So, Charles, make sure you stick around for this. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the future, what's going on and what's happening. Yeah, we're going to talk about that as well a little bit later. And I think the decisions and ideas that we've come up with and what we want to do are going to be awesome. They're going to be awesome. It involves Charles, myself, John, and everybody. I know the things that I'm going to say. Charles don't even know exactly what I'm about to say. He kind of does, but he doesn't. Matter of fact, I'll spill the beans of the future right now while we wait for John to get here. So here is the future of SFNEOnline. SFNEOnline is going nowhere, but my time has come to hand it over. I'm going to be handing it over to Charles. Charles is going to be the one that's going to run it, make all the decisions and all that stuff. Now, in terms of the YouTube channel, I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to do something different. He's going to get the website. He's going to get all the socials. He's going to get everything. And if Charles needs me to help him in any kind of way from now until the day I die, and he's still doing it, he's going to, I will always be there to help him. It's same thing like what AJ did when AJ knew his time was done doing it. And my time for SFNEOnline is done. And it's not happening yet. We still got to get all the ducks in a row. That's what's going to happen. But this is what I am going to do. Look, the reason why for me and SFNEOnline, basically January 1st is when Charles is officially going to take over. Because we still got to get our ducks in a row. There's things that I have to do on my end. Charles got to do on his end. So we're going to work together in tandem. If that's okay with you, Charles, that's what I'm going to do. And the reason why I'm doing this is, look, SFNEOnline is made for the New England, New York area. That's what it's always been. That's what we've always covered. And it was mainly just for Six Flags New England. Now, everybody knows that I can't stand Six Flags right now. Like, I know eventually I'm going to go back. That's not anything, you know what I mean? But right now for me, and I don't want to 100% tank out SFNEOnline. People still love it. Charles is the dude that can continue it. You got to find the one person that has passion, that has for what you're doing. I don't have the heart for it no more. I don't have the passion for SFNEOnline. I'm not saying I hate theme parks. I'm not saying I'm never going to theme parks. I've just decided that I'm not going to shit. And to me right now, that's what it is. Now, what's going to happen with me and the YouTube channel, this is kind of like what happened to Coaster Crew. Tim got the YouTube channel and the Coaster Club, and then the other guys got the podcast and websites, and they did whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus more on the things that I love in the terms of theme parks. And it's not, and please, any theme park or amusement park that's listening to this, or employees of them, please do not take this as a dig at anybody. It is not. The Grove Show will end as of January 1st, and a new one will come in place. But on the YouTube channel, everything that's there is staying. We're just going to change it up and change the playlist, change the thumbnails, change all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Charles can create this as however he sees fit. Maybe he changes the name. Maybe he keeps the name. I don't know. That's up to Charles, whatever he wants to do. But that's up to him. And he's going to do... I mean, we kind of like talked a little bit about this like the other day. And I know my time's coming. When you don't have the passion for a certain topic, you don't do it anymore because the product itself and the content suffers. I don't want it to suffer. I don't want to destroy the name. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, people still love SFNEOnline for what it is. And I feel Charles can do a better job than I can. Between how I don't have that love for Six Flags that I used to have. This is a New England, New York area site, right? That's what this is. We tried venturing out. And nobody wanted to hear it. The majority of people were like, I don't really care. You could tell when you do the videos what people cared about. You could see it. That's what people cared about. Was like Six Flags New England, like Compounds, Canopy Lake, the New England parks. And that's all fine and good if you love them. I don't. I get out there in the world. And I know not everybody can go out and do, you might only have X amount of dollars and there's no traveling across the country or going outside of New England. Maybe your local Six Flags is it. That's what you can afford. And I'm not knocking you if you love it. Me, I am blessed enough that, because of my job, if I get done early, I can go pop into a park for a few hours, or maybe I can do it the next day. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And I know Charles could do it, and if Charles has any questions, he needs any help, he needs me to cover something, whatever he needs, I got him. You know what I mean? But it's time. But it's going to take a couple months to get this ball rolling. That's all. Now, the Grove Show itself, it's been going on for 10 years. 11 years now. About 10 years now. We've been doing the Grove Show. It's time to switch it up, change it up, do some new stuff. And what I want to... And it kind of hit me as an epiphany of what I need to do in the terms of... with the YouTube channel. Because if you remember, that was originally the the Grove Show thing. Then I renamed it SFNEOnline, and I wanted to help boost it. So whatever, I don't have a name in place. I got a couple of months to figure that out, and then we're gonna switch everything over, and Charles can do whatever he feels like. It's his ball to run. I am gonna do another podcast, but I think what I really want to do is cover more theme park family kind of things, especially with my granddaughter now. I'm going to be looking for things for her to do as she gets older. You know what I mean? I'm still going to parks. I'm still going to cover things that I like, even if it's a little bit out of the family element, other theme park related items. That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, on the other flip side, I'm going to bring back doing the Hauntapalooza thing. Because, look, everybody knows I love haunted houses. Everybody knows that, I'm into the whole horror rap thing and doing that. And with a real job, I gotta run a company. Got a real job to do. And I only have X amount of free time. So I can't be sitting here worrying about editing videos all the time and doing all this stuff. It just, the last year or so, once COVID came back, I kind of started falling out of love with the local parks, how they run, what they're doing, and how the business operations, the nickel and diamond, and I get it. Parks are there to make money, not give it away. And I've always said that, and pretty much we all agree, hey, prices need to go up so these parks can survive, right? It's not like we like it as cheap as possible. We love the old days when you can get packs for 40, 30, 50 bucks. We love it. Those days are gone. You can't give the gate away. And just, ripping rides out and not doing anything. I'm not saying you need big 500-foot crazy thrill rides. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying add some cool, even add a tilt-a-whirl, get a flat package, get something. Get rid of the old and bring in some new. That's all. That's all. But for me, and doing it, it was a lot of undertaking trying to do SFNEOnline. And right now, I just don't have the mental capacity to run at what I was doing before. I don't have the time. Like, my music stuff is taking off. I mean, I'm not hitting platinum plaques anytime soon, but it's taking off. Big things are going on. Big things that I can't even talk about. I can't even tell my friends about this things that, hushy. And there's a lot of cool things in the works that haven't happened yet. You know what I mean? But I will always be there to help Charles out. Charles was always there to help me out. So hasn't Jay Kite. So hasn't Larry. So hasn't Lindsay. So hasn't John. Everybody that's helped us over the years, even from the beginning, before I even got involved, it was great. You know what I mean? Everybody worked together. You got to find the right people to surround yourself when you're trying to do something like this. And I did that. I've had fun since I took over. I've been running it since 2018. We got hit with the pandemic. 2020 was a bust. And, but I'm not 100% disappearing. It's just what I've wanted to do is changed. And look, there's so many YouTubers out in the space that are covering all the big shit. Why am I going to keep covering the big shit that everybody's covering, that you guys go see instead of seeing me? And I'm not even mad about it. It's everybody loves these other, the big YouTube. And I watch the big YouTubers too. It's not like I'm a hater or anything. There are some that I love, and there's some that I absolutely positively hate. Hey, look over there. Look what the wind blew in. We got our John. I'm just breaking him down with the...
What we were talking about.
Yeah. And, I talked to John about this the other night. And, but yeah, I had to, what I say, rip the Band-Aid and just do it. So, look, as of January 1st...
When we take the break...
When we take the break in January, like we always do, while we're on break, that's when we're going to build up
the new
podcast, whatever room it is. Besides, I want to be able to put some green screen stuff up and do some music video stuff and other Dr. GIGGLEZ things, and so on and so forth. But again, if Charles needs us, we're here for him. Oh, he's got his Bray Wyatt shirt on. That's a nice shirt. I'm not feeling you up, John. I'm feeling the shirt.
Ooh, hi.
Or maybe I am filling him up. No, I always like to feel the material.
Yeah.
Because
it's a nice material.
It is. What shirt do I have on today? I'm wearing Ghost Rider. I do have a new Rocky Point shirt that I got. When Jess was doing the bouncing thing before the rain came and washed them all out? That guy that made the movie, the second Rocky Point movie, the one that I'm in, what do you call it? He was there with his booth. He had a little table thing set up, and he was selling. So I have the green House of Horror shirt. Well, now I have a blue one. All's brandy new. So it's nice. And but like when we do like the Haunapalooza thing, we're going to do like what we wanted to do before. Remember when we were trying to do things and we just couldn't? The haunt got in the way. Now I'm not working at the haunt. Now I can bring it back and do it the way I want. I mean, don't get me wrong though. It did give us some cool content.
It did.
It did give us some cool content when we worked at the haunt, when we were allowed to film our sets.
Yeah.
So that gave us some cool content to have. And we're going to keep doing that. And like I said, I keep saying my hatred towards Six Flags. And look, I get it.
It is starting to get tiresome with everything that's going on.
Yeah.
To me, even the same thing. I'm starting to feel the same thing. I'm getting run down with all this crap anyway that's going on with all these.
And look, I have season passes to other parks. I have SeaWorld Platinum Pass, and I have the highest tiered Universal 2-park pass.
As of this month, we officially have gotten rid of our memberships.
Wow.
And we finally officially canceled them.
Wow. And you know what? Maybe they're trying to do that because a lot of people are saying that Six Flags wants to get rid of memberships. Maybe this is part of the process. Hey, let's push these people out. And start anew or whatever.
Because I'm getting done with Six Flags as it is. So
yeah, and look, if you guys, and I don't want people to be like, hey, because I hate Six Flags doesn't mean you have to.
I'm just doing it just because why waste the money each month for our passes?
And you're not going.
Yeah. I only went once, actually now twice this year. And it's supposed to be going on Sunday.
So when does your pass go till?
The end of the month.
Oh, so, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and look, I don't want people thinking like I'm this like total prick because I hate all this stuff and I want to walk away from it. It's my mentality's changed. You know what I mean? Think about it. I've been running with SFNEOnline since like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
And I've been doing the Grove Show for 10 years. It's just time to,
make the next swing.
It's the next evolution. Maybe the next evolution fails. I don't know. But I'm just doing this just to have fun and do what I got to, I'm still going to parks. You know what I mean? Like I go outside of New England. I'm so sick of the New England parks and it's just, I don't know. I've become like a snob in a sense. And not in a bad way. I've learned I'm going to go and ride what I like. Like even if I go to Canopy, I don't ride everything. I ride what I love. You know what I mean? There's a lot of rides at Canopy I love, but there's also a lot at Canopy I hate. And same thing with Lake Compound, same thing with Six Flags, same thing. You know what I mean? I just like going and have fun, and I'm not going to ride garbage rides anymore. I know a lot of people will go, well, I went to the park, so I'm going to ride everything, even if I'm going to be in the hospital because I blew out my back from a ride. No, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
And as Charles knows, I'm always here for him too.
Yeah, I don't want Charles to think like come January 1st, like fuck you.
I'm still down to help him with whatever I can help him with. So
yeah, I mean he might need a little. Because I know he's been like working on his CW3 adventure things. He's been working on that, and that's how he's learning how to do what he does. And that we're just gonna keep rocking it and doing what we do. But I'm just gonna let Charles run the show. I'm gonna go run my own thing, and then if he needs help, I'm right there. You know what I mean? I'm right there for him. I always got his back. Charles is a great friend. I've been there for him in his darkest moments. He's been there for me in my darkest moments. So hasn't him. I've been there for him, and you know what I mean? Same thing with Jake. Anybody. I'm always there for everybody, even in their darkest moments.
Charles, think of it this way. We are your friends till the end.
You know what I mean? And I don't want any of you guys to be like, well, this sucks. The band's breaking up. It is what it isn't.
It's not really breaking up, so.
It's just, because if not, I was just going to let SFNEOnline die. And I didn't want to do that to everybody.
No.
People liked it. I know there's other, New England groups now popping up, and that's cool. I belong to one, but there was one, with New England, Six Flags New England fan base. It's just nothing but drama and Karens.
Yes, it is.
So I backed out of that group. That group sucks. That group needs to close. That group is terrible. There's just a bunch of whiny bitches in it.
Well, you have a lot. Well, can't say you. We both do. A lot going on with the music stuff. We have a lot going on. Well, me, now that this year haunt season's over, now planning for next year, and now seeing that my idea came up to life, and how everybody just loves it. Now I have to really start buckling down and playing around with what I want to play next year.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, on my Dr. Giggles Facebook. And I also posted it on SFNEOnline's Facebook. when I went through, we've talked about it. I think I showed, I showed pictures and stuff of me. You can watch the full 23-minute torture video, and you can see John as Cupcake Claus and everybody torturing me for 23 minutes.
I just can't believe the splat stuff.
Oh, I know.
On the beans. That was...
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
Me and Ashley watched it last night. Because she's like, the video's out. You want to watch it? Want to watch it? So we watched it.
Yeah. And
all she was doing was just peeing her pants, laughing at you getting tortured.
Oh, I know.
Especially from after us. After her. From what I did to you, everybody else did to you. You becoming the hay monster.
Yeah, and all that. And it was fun. Like, a lot of people, you could even see the comments on the video, people going, does everybody get this? I'm like, no. You can't do it to everybody.
I was going to write, only if you keep busting the manager's balls.
Well, it's not only that. Look, to get what I got, you can only get that going with two people, myself or Rez, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not, because they know what they can do to us. They can't do that to somebody because, look, I got dumped on with mustard and balsamic vinaigrette and water and flour and prime and what do you call it, ranch and caramel and chocolate sauce, and I got tied up with garland. I got splattered in the face twice with beans buried in hay. I think I got everything right. I could be missing something. I don't know.
Probably more, but
there was probably more stuff that I don't remember being dumped on me. And look, how many of you would be okay not knowing you walk up in there and they do that to you? You're gonna be pissed because you got nice clothes on and they just got destroyed. Because the hoodie I had on, which was a rare hoodie, it was for TransWorld. It never happened in the year, and I had it, and now it's gone.
Yeah,
which I'm okay.
Kind of surprised about.
Well, it was the screen print was getting fucked up anyway, and I was tired of people thinking I was a transgendered male. I had to answer that a lot.
I know.
A lot of people kept saying, "Wow, you're brave."
Hell,
and I'm like,
Brad said that.
And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, TransWorld, you're a transgendered man. I'm like, look at the back, asshole. It's got werewolves and it had werewolves or whatever on it. And I just got sick and tired of having to answer the question. It was getting annoying. Like once or twice, haha, funny, it just got annoying. So
let this be let's make this a segue into the haunts that are coming up and now post-haunt.
Yeah, we got two haunts that are opening up this weekend. I know Six Flags is open, right, this weekend?
Six Flags is open. The final scare weekend.
Is this weekend?
Yep. And then next weekend, Six Flags New England is Veterans Weekend. And that's the final weekend.
So is there any haunts on that weekend or no? So it's just the final, come in, say goodbyes until April and all that. But, so, first off, let's talk about Nightmare Acres.
Well, before we even do that.
Yeah.
Postseason for me.
Yeah.
Remember I know you won't remember. But one thing that I brought up last Fright Fest was Christmas Scare Zone.
And they did it.
Remember, they did that last year.
Yep.
And what did I say? I'm purposely coming up with something that if I can do it, they can do it better. Well, guess what? You are even proof to say right here with a shadow of a doubt who pushed that set this year.
You.
What kind of set was it?
A good Christmas set.
Exactly. You can make Christmas horror. And Six Flags with a Scare Zone last year, I'm going to say it, they fucked up. They didn't do shit for it.
No, they just took some Christmas decorations and just did their normal little whatever thing. And I get it. And that's why Six Flags Fright Fest will never be taken serious until whoever's in charge of Fright Fest buckles down and actually creates something great.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped, even when I had the memberships, I stopped going to Fright Fest. I'm like, it's garbage. It's not, again, snob thing, like, I like to go to good haunts. I'm sorry. I don't
Hell,
want.
I want to plan on going out to Knott's Berry.
Yeah, because that's what we plan on
I
doing
want to
next
see
year.
bobbins.
That's what we plan on. Well, me and Jess plan on doing next October. Well, whatever. We're gonna go out and do Halloween shit out in California.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it in Florida. We always do it in Florida.
Yeah.
Now watch houses pop up in Florida, and she's gonna be, nah, we're going back to Florida. Because I could see that happening too.
I do see that happening too. But basically, this year, post-haunt season for me, I still have one event to go, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yep.
But post-haunt season, everybody in this chat, when you watch GIGGLEZ' video, take the check on the Christmas set. Because that was Cupcake's Christmas nightmare. So, if you watch that and you show, it'll show you how much crazier my Christmas set can be.
Yeah.
Next year as well.
Yeah, it's gonna, like, he did good. I mean, I've seen the reviews. People kept talking about Christmas. So don't be surprised when other haunts going Christmas.
Yep. Hey, I'll go there. I'll even go farther into it. And you already know the idea for next year.
I do. I do. I even gave him a couple little ideas that I thought would, if they can get the stuff, like the reindeer thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you can do that thing, like, because they were up about buying it, the things.
They are up for. Already showed them what I want from Gorgola.
And they're all for it.
Yep.
You have to show me. Is it the?
Yeah.
Which one?
The
animated or the non?
Non.
Well, because he's cool, but you gotta it fit. We'll talk about that later. Anyway,
Yeah.
But yeah, so like this guy has like a great brain for it, and it seems anytime something good comes out of 13th World, like when we did Tickle Time with clowns and ice cream, all of a sudden clowns and ice cream started coming everywhere. Like not.
Now let's see if we go to Trans World next year and start seeing Christmas clowns. Yeah.
That somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you.
Yep.
And you know what? The way, like, I'll give you an example. Me and him, we did Tickle Time ice cream clowns in 21. So then all of a sudden other local haunts
started doing something with that.
Yeah, and then when I went into Factory Terror, and I'm not even mad about it. Remember we went in Factory and they did their whole clowns and ice cream
I
thing?
like that. How they did that.
Look, they took the idea of clowns and ice cream and they did it better than I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I started the trend, but they did it better than I did. And I will give them kudos for that. I ain't hating, because everybody in the whole haunt industry, there's only X amount of themes and ideas.
Yeah.
You just have to try to do it better than the other guy. That's all. You can't be like trying to hold to your cuff. Everything has been done just about. You know what I mean? Like there has been Christmas haunts done.
Yeah.
There's like Fright Kingdom's been doing their Christmas thing for a
even
long.
Nightmare Acres, they did a great job with their Christmas haunt.
Yeah. So
and I'm looking forward to maybe this year they doing it again.
I hope they do it again, because I will be there.
We both will be.
And speaking of,
with bells on.
I know. Speaking of Nightmare Acres, which is in South Windsor, Connecticut. So, it's their touch event. Hey, what's up, Carson?
What's up, Carson?
What up? So Nightmare Acres, South Windsor, Connecticut.
Speaking of Carson, I have your stuff in my car, by the way.
Oh, his costume or whatever?
No, his license stuff that he put up.
Oh. And yeah, so it's a touch event, so they're gonna touch. I heard it's a little bit tamer than the other extreme events that we did, but I'm still pumped about it because look, if you've never been to Nightmare Acres, we never heard about it until December of last year because of Rez, and because we went with Rez, we all went, and we were like, whoa, like it was cool. Then we went for the halfway to Halloween event in April, and we were like, whoa. Rez actually went this past
Regular
weekend
season.
for regular. I was just.
And he seemed like he was blown away too.
Yeah, he loved whatever it was.
By the way, speaking of Carson, he did a great job with his Krampus.
I know he was beating me up with his little Krampus stick.
I have that stick too. Thanks, Carson.
Yeah, it's look I love the whole 13th World set. The whole thing. Like I didn't know what to expect. When I went through, Like I went through. Remember before I went
Yeah.
through walk before anything was finished.
Yeah,
And
and mine was already starting to get blown as how it looked.
Yeah.
Even, and then once you guys came through, and you're like, holy shit.
Well, because the cool thing that I noticed, the one thing that I always hated about haunts that were like you had to build in a month and then take down in a week was you couldn't.
Yeah, the trail's completely down now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we gotta start loading up for stuff to go send to Palma.
Oh, so just because that aspect, you couldn't make it look nice like Palma or indoor hunts or whatever. And I feel this year was the first year that I truly, truly, truly loved what you guys did in Cumberland. Like even better than when I was there.
They stepped up. I honestly
Like everybody stepped up. Everybody across the board stepped up. They did. Because like the sets didn't look like complete garbage like they used. Don't please nobody take offense and get mad at me for saying it. Like even me when I did Tickle Time, we tagged it up with spray cans and it looked terrible. That's like I hate that. And like last year Panda did it, in that area, and I'm like that looks terrible. Like you know what I mean? Like I get it. You only have X amount of time to decorate and build and do all this other stuff. But I'm like there's got to be a way to make it better. Like, you got to find the right people to run the sets to make it look amazing and get together as a team. And everybody did. This was the first year since I've been going there all them years that I truly, truly was like, wow, they did an amazing job. I'm not saying you guys did shit before.
No.
What I'm saying is, I'm giving you compliments. You guys stepped up. You guys made it look good. Like even the, like Myers, it looked like a mental hospital.
Yeah.
Like when you went through Jason and it looked like you were in a swamp, you know what I mean? You see Scream, you've heard my comments about that. I just felt like it should have been tighter, like not as big. And I understand you told me why it was at first, and like I get it. The clown set, I had no idea when it came to Christmas. He's like king of Christmas. I had no clue what he was gonna do. Like I was like, is it gonna be crap? Is it gonna be great? It's not that I didn't have faith. It's just how much money were they going to invest? What were they going to give you for the tools to make it good?
Yeah.
So I didn't know, but everybody did good. And then before you guys with the titty twister and the church area and all that, it was done good.
It was.
It truly was done good. Like and then when you get past all you guys through the thing, and then you get
the hillbillies.
You get the hillbillies and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the sets look great, all the corn. And when I went through it, you can see in the video, people were popping all over the corn. I'm like, when I went through the first time, there wasn't that many people.
And that was actually with people missing.
Wow, and it was way more filled than the first night.
Even my set, you even knew. My set, we had missing people, and it still was full.
So yeah, it was good overall. So anyway, back to Nightmare Acres. If you go there, it's $30. You pick time slots. We picked 8. I don't know if you bought your tickets yet or not.
No, I got to do that tonight.
But I already got my tickets for me, Jess, and Jeremy to go.
Jeremy's coming with us?
He wants to go.
Yes!
Because he hasn't been there.
No.
So he don't know what he's getting into. So
it gives him more ideas to do with touch features as well.
Yeah. No, he'll see it's cool, and we get to see the cool, all our friends there, like Jack the Clown and everybody.
Frank, Jack, Anthony.
Yep. We get to see all our buddies over there, so it's cool. So $30, you can pick time slots. I believe they start at 7, I think, and go to
7 o'clock. Yeah.
I think 7 to 10 of the time slots. I think something like that, and then that's a Saturday. The next day, I'm going to wrestling in Springfield, Mass.
And next day I'll be at Six Flags.
You'll be at Six Flags. We'll be kind of near each other.
But starting the weekend off on Friday night,
we're at 13th World Park in Palma. Yep. Out in Palma, Mass. They're doing what they call Extreme. Extreme night?
Yeah, it's basically Extreme Fears night type of idea.
So everybody that goes in is getting touched regardless.
Regardless, yeah. It's 18 plus, R-rated, so we can swear, we can do whatever we want to you, minus the condiments.
What was that? Was that a strict...
That was something that was said today.
Oh, no condiments on anybody?
Yeah.
Well, probably...
Because I'll tell you when we go upstairs why.
Oh,
But anyway,
Probably
it's
stunk the damn place out. And
but basically, it is more of a stream. We can rough you up even worse. We want they want us to give you a better show, rougher. Plus, say what the hell we really want to say instead of saying, "Oh, go hell, get the hell out."
well, let's look up. I'll get everybody the info right now.
And then Saturday night at the Fright Park is
Blackout
night, which I'm not doing.
All right, so it's 6 to 10 p.m. on Friday and 6 to 10 on Saturday. Let's see. Get tickets now. Let's see what it says.
Your date.
All right, so a regular ticket. Oh, wait, there's still... Wait a minute. It's saying you need to buy Touch a Fair Pass.
That's for now.
Oh, they're probably going to fix that?
Yeah, everybody is going to have to buy that instead of having to pay the $30.
So basically it's $35, and you're going to get touched and all that stuff. Now, if you go... Let's see what the 4th is. Same thing. Blackout. But I'm sure you could do it without the Touch of Fear.
Yeah.
So if you want to just go in and do Blackout, pay $30 like a sissy, or pay $35. See, $5 extra, you can get touched.
$5 extra, you're going to see on Friday night, you're going to see Cupcake torture the living crap out of you. You may come out of there bruised.
Why, what's going on with Roman Reigns?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, Roman Reigns stepping away from WWE after I've been hearing about that.
Rumor is that his cancer's back.
Oh. Well, they should just say that and then just strip him of his title. Look, if you can't do it, I'm not going to do it because of the cancer. I'm just saying his belt has become a joke.
Yeah.
Because he don't... And I understand health reasons. I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But go deal with that. You know, people are not going to forget you. You're still... And then when you come back, the pop you're going to get... I think it's time for him to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe LA Knight wins the belt. And then he comes back.
Maybe that's going to end up being the storyline.
And then he comes back and then wins it back. God help me, you know.
Oh, speaking of Crown Jewel, reminded me of Logan Paul. Did you see what I sent you?
No.
Toronto Maple Leafs centerman Austin Matthews.
Oh, yeah. He
signed the contract with Prime.
Yeah, for...
spokesman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for like a sponsor thing.
Yeah.
I want one Prime.
I want those jerseys.
Oh, yeah, the Prime jersey.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny after... So, you guys know, speaking of Prime, I know we're
That's
bouncing
another
around.
segue.
So I released the Prime music video about Logan Paul's Prime drink on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
And I sent a link of the video to Prime on their Facebook. I've sent the song, nothing. I've like never heard a peep, not a nothing. Nothing. So then, like, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes later, I get a ding. Who is it? Prime. They messaged me back. But all they put was 2 fire emojis. It wasn't like, hey, we want to give you a sponsor deal or something. So then, like, I had to go. I went food shop and whatever. I came back and I said, look, I know you guys have these costumes. I said, look, we performed this live. I said, we used the cardboard cutouts of Logan Paul and KSI. I said, is there a way, even if I have to buy one, can I get one? I'm like, we would love to put it on stage with a person in it while we're doing the song. So they say right now at this time, they don't have any. But he goes, but when they come, they probably ran out. They got to get more. So when they get more, I said, well, when you get more, even if I got to buy it, let me know. I said, I will buy it, whatever. I said, people are loving it. We're getting people to buy Prime. People are loving the Prime song. People are loving it. And yeah, we just love the drink. Like but I'm going to start trying to work on getting a sponsorship.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to mess with me until I get a little more popular and that song starts getting more like big views, probably over 10, 20,000, 30,000 views, probably up to 1 million. So what I want, if anybody's interested in helping me out to achieve that goal, share the Prime video. Just go on my Dr. Giggles Facebook, share it, but put the @ Logan Paul, spacebar, @ Drink Prime. If the more people that do that, they're going to get sick and tired of getting ding. They're going to see it. It's going to keep popping up. It's going to keep popping up. And they're going to go, what is this? Well, I want to show them that, yes, I'm a true fan of it. I'm not just trying to get something for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I really do love Prime. It's that
we do.
I have tons of Prime in my house. I'm like a crack fiend just for Prime.
Hell, I just went and bought two big packs from BJ's.
Yeah, I got I was at Walmart and I got 2 8-packs. I got a blue raspberry and a fruit punch. So
yeah, I got the 2 packs at BJ's. I got a $3 coupon off.
I'm so sick of the green one, the lemon lime. That's the one I hate. That's my least. Well, Metamoon is my least favorite. That's like drinking disgusting, whatever. But if anybody out there can help me do that, greatly appreciate it. If not, I'm not going to hold you to that. It's just a fun little thing. The video is really good. A lot of people, the response is phenomenal. Nobody hates it, which is great. And a lot of people said, which I was shocked about, they said best music video of the underground this year. That music video. They said the best of the underground.
That's cool.
So, yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, it could do some cool things. And I don't know if anybody listens to ICP at all.
Howl Wicked was fun.
Especially Isham. I felt bad for Isham.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I'm just gonna give you this quick little, what do they call it, TDLR?
Yeah.
Isham is the creator of the wicked shit, acid rap, horror rap. He created that in the late 80s. He was so drunk. And he's clearly got a mental health issue going on because he kept apologizing about his performance. He kept saying that he was going through some real shit in his life. And then it was just terrible. He was on the ground. Now, I can understand laying on the ground being drunk. I've done that before.
Yeah.
I did that one time, and then I vowed never to get messed up again because I literally fell backwards, and the stage was cement, and I landed on my back. It was at Jared's place in North Attleboro. It was a weird place. It was cool. I miss it. And it had like Q line, the metal cement bars just in front, so you couldn't. It was weird. I don't know. And I was laying on the ground drunk like that, but I wasn't having a mental. I was just me and Q Strange were doing snake bites for days. But yeah, like I understand where Isham. I don't know what he's going through, and the rumor is that they canceled the after party. And then Isham went to the hospital. It's not confirmed, but I don't know. But it was kind of scary. And the thing that was fucked up, nobody came out to take him off. They just let him embarrass himself.
Well, again, wasn't it Isham that was singing to a wall at Lethal?
Yeah. I mean, he's got a drinking problem for sure, but that's not up to me to stop him from drinking.
No.
But he's going through something more. And it was kind of scary. But it was on pay-per-view last night, and ICP stage set was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I sent...
How many damn cases did that guy take out alone? It was like every 5 minutes you're seeing that guy on
that
stage.
happens at every show.
No, I'm like, holy shit, this guy keeps going back and forth every 5 minutes.
And he's dressed as a skeleton guy.
Yeah.
Instead of just a Brody. They just dressed the guy up and he made him walk like a zombie to bring more Faygo soda into the...
They had some good... That was a good set.
Yeah. Especially like the hillbilly, out in the country with the old truck. And
Yep.
I sent, the Faygo break. The second one, I took a video of it last night. I sent it to Jason Dion. He hasn't responded to it or anything yet. But I was like, yo, I thought of him.
Super busy with his work on a certain job site. It's been a pain in the ass.
Well, I just sent it to him so he could... I thought of him because of his hillbilly stuff. I'm like, yo, this is perfect. Like, being like, look how cool this was. Mm-hmm. And they did a phenomenal job with it. So, anyway, so you got Nightmare Acres. If you want to try out some extreme shit, I've done it. It's cool. They do a great job. 13th World Fright Park in Palmer, Massachusetts, which is probably about, what, 20, 25 minutes from Six Flags in New England? Yeah. It's kind of near the Sturbridge Village area. There
Right
is...
off of Route 20.
I worked at that Fright Park last year, being the what do you call it, employee
manager,
and I acted too. And yeah, that's so this one in Cumberland, I've worked at both of them, both fun locations. So if you're looking for something a little extra, instead of just being a wuss just going through, man up, grow a sack, go through, have fun. That's what I think you should do. All right, so we got through that. We talked about that. I want to talk about Adventure Hotels in North Conway, New Hampshire. They have a new hang on, I'm gonna pull it up. Here we go. They came up with a new suite called the Haunted Castle. You can sleep up to 18 people, and it starts at $999 per night. You can sleep up to 18, but I checked about showing rates, right? So one night, 2 adults. Now, if you want to do this, I forgot where I saw this, but it might be in the facts or something, maybe. Where is it? Rates. Might be here. All right, so party suites are $50 per registered visit after the first 2. So the first 2 people are $999. You could do $50 per person after that, and it's up to 18 people. I forgot where I seen the whole thing that I was looking at when I was messaging everybody today. So, I mean, basically what you do is you pay the $50 per person, you take the total cost, you figure out how you're going to divide that, whether it's per group, per person, whatever it comes to. Probably just break it down per person, because what if Rez comes? He ain't got nobody. Why is he going to pay the price of a group when it's only him? If it's only you two, but what if somebody brings a kid? Why should you pay for 3 people when it's only 2?
Which would be actually,
So I figure if you just divide it by how many people are going,
we definitely gotta do this. And
I mean, one night
have a nice vacation, a little night.
Yeah, just go away for a night. I mean, even if you're going for the weekend, you spend the first night there, and then the next night go to another cheap hotel.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But it's called the Haunted Castle. There's a lot of cool things to it. It's actually the most expensive. Like, things actually happen. And there's like 3 different bedrooms, and things are going on. This is the details. 5 levels of fun, 3 bedrooms, 5-person outdoor hot tub, 3 full bathrooms. Bidet. They got bidets. I want to try that. It says birdcage seating area with aux beverage fridge, catwalk bar, asylum for the insane, electric reclining couches, king bone throne, tower stairs with skull railing, lap poo, whatever the hell that is. Maybe poo, I don't know. Wally the Giant Nutcracker, Buster or Ouija board, coffin photo ops, heated towel warmers. Wow. There's a drawbridge, many unpredictable events, creepy unexpected guests from the netherworld, 60-inch TV in the castle parlor, 5 TVs, 4 of them will have Blu-ray players. No DVD player in the kitchen, sorry.
Damn.
Thousands of free DVD movies to choose from, stereo system with surround sound, full kitchen refrigerator, dual oven, stovetop with pots and pans, microwave, plates, glass, silverware, and more. Mountain views, fireplace, no smoking, and family friendly. Oh, this is where I seen it with a breakdown. So from 1 to 7 people unlocks 2 of the 3 bedrooms. You can unlock the 3rd bedroom for an additional charge. See the chart. So if you got over 7 people, it's like $50.
Yeah.
To unlock the 3rd.
It would be definitely over 7 people. What all of us.
Oh, yeah, you can see there's 2 queen beds. There's bunk beds. I'm not sleeping with the bunk beds.
You being a queen.
I'll be somewhere, just not there. When I'm looking at the pictures, and there's the covered hot tub. That looks phenomenal. Ooh, a screamy thing in the shower. This place looks really cool. If you just go look up adventuresuites.com, SeaWorld.com. You can see it. It's pretty cool. We got to book it and try it, check it out, see what happens.
Yeah, that would be cool for us.
Yeah, we can.
It'll be a good big family vacation.
Yeah, just for a night and just enjoy. And oh, look at the fridge. It looks old school.
That looks like what? 1950s fridge.
It does. I mean, it's just creepy, and I love it, and I can't wait to give it a whirl and try it out whenever I decide to book it. But I'm gonna book it, and I want to check it. Look, oh, look at that.
That looks cool.
Oh, that's the drawbridge.
That looks cool.
I think. Can I lift it and get rid of people?
Maybe.
Like, I don't want you in. I don't want none. Hey, look, there's a skeleton hanging. There's some cool things in there. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's in North Conway, New Hampshire. I thought that was cool. A haunted castle where scary things happen to you while you're in this.
Wonder if they have secret passageways.
Well, we're going to find out when the time comes, because it'll be cool. All right, so what's next on... Hey, what up, Jason in Paradise? All right, so here's some Sesame Place rumors. So, the look of the entrance of Sesame Place in Philadelphia started to change forever when Oscar's Wacky Taxi came.
Yeah.
Well, now that they built followed by the fall 23 edition of a publicly accessible year-round Sesame Place store that opened last month, now we're starting to hear more changes are in the works to build up the rest of the park's entrance plaza. This sounds cool, especially if we got little kids. A major new attraction from what we're hearing, the big plans for the next season is to create a Sesame Street themed dinner theater style show venue. It says this is a venue for little kids, thinking that this might be a lunch and dinner theater project, lunch offered on weekends, rather than just a dinner-only show. Nice thing about this concept, however, is having it built at the entrance of the park will allow Sesame Place to offer this product year-round if they wish to do so, and they're probably going to.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
That actually would be really cool to see.
Yeah, think
for
about
us big kids.
Yeah, well, you think about it. If you go to like these touristy areas and you see dinner theater, like what's the Medieval Times, or you got the Dixie Stampede. Well, the right way to say it is Dolly Parton Stampede.
Yeah.
Don't want to offend people anymore. Always, I'm good at offending people, so
that's fun.
Yeah. So, but things like that. I mean, if you go to like Pigeon Forge, even in Orlando, Florida, a lot of major cities have cool dinner theater experiences, and
we were supposed to get Medieval Times in Attleboro, but haven't heard anything since.
You know what? If that came, I'd go a lot.
I would too.
I would probably go once a week.
That'll be our way to get away from everybody.
Sorry, we're leaving all the women at home. Just me and John. We're going to stomp our feet and feed our face and watch all the crazy. I'd get a season pass if they had one. I'd go and get knighted every day.
Yep.
King Josh. King Giggles. King Cupcake.
And come home. Now bow down.
Yeah, every weekend we come home with him. I go, hey. Yeah. See, Charles went to that, and if you go on the SFNEOnline Instagram, you can see that. But you can dine with Elmo. You can, things like that. It's a great thing. Give you the example. Like last year, I did breakfast with the Grinch at Universal, and you got time with I like those kind of character meal things because I love taking my kids. Like we went to Disney. We'd go to Tusker House in Animal Kingdom and do that one. We'd go to the hotel that had Mary Poppins and whatever. And then, we go to different characters. We did the hotel too with Chef Mickey, the one with the monorail goes through the hotel. I forgot the name of that hotel, but I think things like that are fantastic. The one thing I hate is Rhode Island always gets shit on, and we never get anything cool. And I think that's because the population's so small, they think people aren't going to travel to. I think that's wrong. I think every state, no matter how big of the population or little, you just make it... If you make a great attraction, word of mouth is going to follow. and you can't just be afraid to go do something because you're in a small state or a state with not a huge population. We got like just over 1 million people in the state of Rhode Island, and in the whole state. You know, we don't have 20 million, like over 20 million, like in Florida or whatever they got anywhere else. We just got a little over 1 million people in the state. And I still feel that we should be able to get a cool venue like a Medieval Times or whatever. I think it would be okay. Like if you could put it in Warwick, you could put it in Cranston, I would love to see one more up this way, but the way Rhode Island people are, you're better off keeping it in a major area. Like a Providence, not Providence, but like Cranston, Warwick. I mean, I wish you could do it up this way. That'd be nice. We don't get nothing up in the Burrowville area. We don't get anything cool. All right, SeaWorld Orlando. There's a rumor going around, so we know next year the Penguin Coaster's coming.
Yeah.
So what is coming?
What is coming next?
Well, nothing official, but the rumor is because this rumor has come up.
What is the rumor?
But then it died. But now it's came back.
Yay!
So they want to get like a flying theater attraction to replace the Wild Arctic that's been closed. That's where they do the photos for Rudolph and Friends during Christmas inside that building. That's when they had the motion simulator ride. Then you walk through, you can go through the Arctic when they used to have the polar bear, and they got the walruses and the beluga whales and whatever else they got in there. So if that does come, it's around the 25, 26 year time area.
Frame.
Yeah, around there. So we'll see. And I'm okay with flying theater attractions. You know, you got like, what's the one in Epcot? Soarin'. You got Abbott. That's a flying theater kind of attraction. Plus, there was one that Charles went to in Vegas. Fly over me or fly with me or.
Fly with me.
And I did one when I was in Branson, Missouri. When I went out for Silver Dollar City, we stopped at this weird little quirky place, and they had a flying theater thing. It was cool. I mean, they're fun. I mean, would I go ride them all the time? No, but if I'd ever ridden it, I'll go ride it at least once. And if I like it, I'll go back and do it again.
Yeah, you would.
Have you done any of them flying theater?
Back in the day, Epcot.
Yeah, the Soarin's been around for Fly over Las Vegas. That's what it is. As I'm spilling coffee on myself.
New mouth.
Yeah, I guess I'm growing a new one. The old one's falling apart, and it's slipping through. But yeah, so I don't know if anybody else out there likes flying theater attractions. I mean, they're not like the craziest, coolest thing in the world, but they do have their place in the theme park industry. I feel they're more for smaller attractions, unless you're doing a big one like Soarin' or the Avatar one. You know, you got to have the capacity, and they usually don't have big capacity just because they take so long to get you situated in and get your restraints on and doing all your whatever. It takes a while to get it going because the general public is stupid. They don't know what to do. They're just standing like a sack of bricks and go, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to sit there. Oh, you got to put your backpack away, ma'am or sir. And now you got to get out and go put it in the cubby that you were supposed to put it in when you went and walked over there. People are stupid.
Daddy?
I don't know why. Why, John? Why are they stupid?
I don't know. We had some morons that kept going, what way do we go? What way do we go? Well, you do see a fireplace, you moron.
Go into the fireplace and get baked. Oh, no, that's the oven.
That's the oven.
Get baked in the oven. Now, did you guys save the oven pieces? You gotta. I like seeing that. Oh, see, Michael Bennett says Mall of America has a mine train and an underwater version, and it's so cool. Definitely room to be creative and expand them. Yeah, there's a lot of cool attractions like that can be doing it. See, I could be happy with a flying theater thing. I don't need a big 500-foot ride. I'm okay. Exactly. I'm okay with attractions. My whole thing is, as long as the attractions are fun, that's all I care about. I don't care about,
Hell, even Hershey's monorail was fun.
I mean, it's nice to get. I mean, the monorail's great to take a break. It's like a 5-10 minute ride.
But it's nice.
It's nice. You get to see the park. You get great views of the park. You get to just get off your feet for a little bit, relax.
Plus, you get to see the beers that we didn't get to see in person.
Yeah, I know, because they were like hiding and they came out.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell? All right, Knoebels. They're looking to make a day in April as Knoebels Resort Amusement Day. An actual bill. This is like going through the state to make this happen. So the proposal, which State Representative Robert Leadbetter, Republican of Columbia, Joanne Steyer, a Republican from Schuylkill, Northumberland, and Michael Stender. So it's all Republicans. Cool people. I don't care. Would recognize April 28th, 2023 as Knoebels Amusement Day in Pennsylvania. The memorandum states that despite the park's experience devastating flooding 6 times within the past 50 years, the park has come back better than ever and continues to serve 1.4 million guests that visit each year. So they got quite a bit of visitors.
Yeah, it's 37 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, how cold is it at J Kite? Probably 70. He's probably freezing. So it says Knoebels Resort is the country's largest free admission amusement park, which also hosts free parking, free entertainment, and free picnic areas. That's why it's so popular.
Yeah, it is.
Like if you, I mean us, because we're traveling so far. Of course, we're gonna ride the rides and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I would always go ride the rides, but like if you live there, like you know what, I just want to go get something to eat.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go park, hang out. Wow, it's 47. Whoa, you guys must be ready to like hibernate for the rest of the year. 47, sometimes that's a heat wave for us.
Right around this time.
Yeah, we're like, oh. All right, Comcast Universal third quarter results. I just want to get to the theme park end of it. All right, so content and experiences adjusted EBITDA increased 10.2% to $2 billion, driven by the theme parks and moderate Peacock losses. Theme park adjusted EBITDA increased 20% to $983 million, its highest adjusted EBITDA on record. And I believe up until this point, for the year, for the first 3 quarters, I believe it was like $10 billion or something. Now that could be everything, but it seems when you're looking at everything, it says, yeah, see, consolidated EBITDA increased 5.1 to 10 billion. That's just for the third quarter.
Holy crap.
That's the total. That's not theme park, just theme parks. That's the internet, that's Peacock, that's everything.
Hey, Charles, did you get snow?
But you can see Oppenheimer grossed more than $900 million in the world box office in the third quarter, the third highest grossing film of the year, and the highest grossing biopic of all time. So, yeah, you see how the Peacock paid subscribers increased nearly 80% compared to the prior year to 28 million, including net additions of 4 million in the quarter. Peacock revenue increased 64% to 830 million, and adjusted EBITDA improved compared to the prior year period, also on a sequential basis. The CEO was very happy. I read the thing. Was very happy with the theme park because they got a lot of stuff in the pipeline coming.
Yeah.
So next year they got the DreamWorks kid area that overtakes the Woody Woodpecker and all that other stuff. So now it's DreamWorks. That's coming next year.
Then 25.
You got Epic. So I don't know what's coming for
6.
For 26. Yeah, I don't know what's coming for Islands. Islands is probably not gonna get anything major
for a while
because Islands just got the Velocicoaster. That's the new big.
Yeah, I think you're gonna start seeing regular park. You're gonna get some more shit. Yeah. But Epic is gonna push a lot of the people that goes to Islands is gonna end up in
over
Epic.
There. So those 2 parks, I feel are gonna get the attendance is gonna be down big time, which will be great because I'll go like one day to Epic and then I'll go the other days to the other places and bounce between those 2. Oh, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that it doesn't happen that way. And it probably is going to at first for a little bit. And then eventually the crowds will... And then they'll start bringing in more attractions because they're going to deal with that Poseidon's Fury thing that's closed. What's coming? The rumor is Zelda. I don't know. You know, there's a
That
lot.
would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really give two shits about Zelda,
I do.
but I would go see it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, I'm not going on that attraction because I don't like Harry Potter movies, and I go ride.
Hell, you want to laugh? Zelda. I used to be so much into friggin' Zelda. Every time the new game came out, I used to sit in the fucking line waiting for it.
That's how I used to be for Call of Duty. I used to go to the midnight releases, and then there'd be bands playing. I remember one year I think it was Modern Warfare 3. I went to the midnight release, and they had it set up outside because the game stop was small where I was. So then the parking lot had a big inflatable screen, and everybody's playing on it. And I hadn't touched the game. People were like murking people out. And then I went and I like destroyed everybody for like 5 rounds, like 5 games. I was like, well, that's the best I'm ever going to do.
That's like you in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. It's a freak. It's a freak thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll win a bunch, and then every time after that, get destroyed.
Like when we played at Trans World.
Oh, God, and I beat everybody twice. Trust me, that would never
That was
happen.
fun.
That would never happen again. It would never. You guys would murder me. It's just a freak thing. That's why I retired from playing Mortal Kombat. You got to know when to quit, and I quit because I'm like, this is never going to get any better. It's never going to happen. Because remember we played Street Fighter, got my ass whooped.
Yeah.
The only thing that I started doing good at was remember we were doing the home run derby?
Yeah.
It was like me and somebody else was doing it.
You and Rich.
We're like killing it. We were like murdering everybody. And then because everybody was like, oh, here goes Josh again. And I was like, this is freak because that don't happen.
No.
If it was like Call of Duty, I probably would have whooped all their asses. And I suck at Call of Duty. I just want to put that out that I suck at Call of Duty. Even Call of Duty Zombies, I love playing them sometimes. But I am terrible at video games. We used to play with a bunch of my friends, and then we used to play like from like 6 at night to 6 in the morning. And then everybody would sleep for like an hour, go to work all day, eat dinner, and then meet up. And we did this for like a year straight, every day. I don't know how I'm still alive. But we ended up making friends with these people out in the UK. So we would battle like United States versus UK. And we'd make private matches. And it was crazy. And everybody always used to make fun of me because I was terrible at it. Always. All right. Oop. Where'd it go?
Where you go?
Here I go. We don't need this. All right. So 7 Cedar Farms. Everybody from locally around here would know what that is. It's big news. It happened, over the weekend? The little girl, 14-year-old girl, got ran over by the hayride cart.
She did get out of the hospital today.
Oh, so she's good now?
She's out of the hospital.
Did anybody know what was wrong with her, like the injuries? Because I didn't hear nothing.
They didn't really say much about the injuries, but from what I'm hearing is she's got a lawyer now, and they could be possibly in trouble with OSHA as well, OSHA violations and child labor laws.
Oh, for not being... This is... I'm willing to bet, and I don't want to see anything bad happen to 7 Cedar Farms. The hayride's done, I think. Now, if they want to continue Halloween, they're going to have to make a trail.
Yeah.
I don't know how good they're going to make that, but they might just be done.
Because it was on the news yesterday that her family did get a lawyer, and that it's being investigated by OSHA as well.
Yeah, that's another reason why I say kids do not belong working at a haunted attraction under any circumstance.
But what pretty much did happen was she was an scare actor. I guess they got to her scene, and I guess she was playing around where the trailer is for the hayride, and I guess she was on the trailer, and then the driver wasn't didn't pay attention because they don't normally do, and she ended up falling off and getting sucked underneath.
That sucks. You're going to find out that it's going to be the driver's fault and the actor's fault.
Yeah.
I don't think that girl is going to get the money she thinks. She's going to get a little something, but if she thinks she's going to get like $1 million payday,
She ain't.
Because the one thing that I'm going to tell you, common sense, which most people don't have. I don't know what the protocols and the training is over there because I never worked there. I don't know. They probably say, hey, be careful of your surroundings. This is a moving vehicle. Do your thing, but don't da-da-da. And she's 14, probably didn't pay attention. Obviously, the driver didn't pay attention. There's your fault. This is going to come down to like when SFNE had the death on Superman. You know who was at fault? Everybody.
Yeah.
The park, the ride operator, and the person that died. Mm-hmm. So guess what happened? Nothing. That's probably, I mean, after the investigate, like 7-Seater Farm is going to get probably in trouble with the OSHA stuff. You know, and a couple things, but not.
They're going to have a lot of issues, I will say.
Yeah, and the insurance company's probably going to be like, we ain't insuring you. No more. Like, you're done. No insurance company is going to insure them with a hayride. That they're going to lose that. Or they will, but the premium is going to be way higher. And it may be out of reach for them to afford.
Yeah.
And people are going to have that in their mind of what happened. So people, well, maybe not. Maybe people will forget because attention spans in humans is like 2-3 minutes, like legit. That's why I have to constantly keep promoting things because people forget. People's mad. There's just too much information coming at every second. You're trying to remember everything. I don't even remember half of this shit. I couldn't even tell you what the last week's show was about. That we did.
But the funny thing is, you know me. I know a lot of the history shit, but short-minded.
Yeah, what I did last week, I don't know. No, people are freaking out at the because of the cold. Jay, it's not the end of the world. It's only 47 degrees. If it was negative 30, then I'd be freaking out. But you're good. You got it. All right, so we got 2 more, plus we got to talk about that Six Flags merger thing. Mm-hmm. We're going to save that for the last one because that seems like to be the biggest thing. Because that like just hit today and everybody's like, whoa, what's going on?
I haven't even read it.
Oh, we'll read it together.
Because I haven't read that.
All right, so Cedar Fair, Kings Dominion, Carowinds, and California's Great America are dropping the year-round schedule. Wow. They're going to closing for January, February, opening weekends in March.
Well, not surprised with California and Great America because isn't that park supposed to be closing?
Yeah, within like 9 more years or something like
Carowinds, I'm not surprised either because Carowinds is also in the Carolinas, and it seems like lately the Carolinas have been getting hit with a lot of rain or snow or cold.
Yeah. So yeah,
they're having a lot of issues with that.
And look, as much as I understand the business side of it, I'm not thinking about going to any parks in the northeast corridor.
Well, also think about it too. I'm thinking it now. I'm thinking out loud now. Carowinds. Could this also have a lot to do with them having to deal with what happened?
What Fury?
With Fury and having other issues happen in that park?
No, I think it's just a matter of when they did that this year, you know, when they were open, I don't think a lot of people went and they were like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Because that's why Six Flags got.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Is it basically a trickle down from what had happened and everybody hearing the bad shit that happened at Carowinds not showing up this year? Could also be the attendance issues.
No, no. Because think about it, January, February, that happened before the Fury incident. Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of. I could be wrong. You could be right. But the issue, like the Fury and the bad shit, that happened after the January, February thing. I think it's when it's cold out, nobody wants to be outside. I mean, there's few people did, you know what I mean? There were people that went, but when it's cold, I don't think about doing things outside. I want to be warm. I want to be, I hibernate.
I also think going back to the bad shit that happened, like the Fury thing, I think that now that they've seen that happen at Fury, now they're like, okay, well, we're going to have to take time off from the season. Cut the season at this point.
Well, I think
allow us to actually pay attention.
I think Fury was shut down during that. Not everything was open, which is stupid to have half a park open. Like, why even bother if you can't open the whole thing?
Well, they said Fury was running with riders on there.
Oh, what, during Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I figured it wasn't going to run because I know the B&Ms after a certain temperature they can't run. It's like 38, something like 35 degrees, something. I forgot what it is, but you can ask a Costa nerd and they'll tell you. They'll let you know. But yeah, so those parks, even Virginia is cold. Virginia, the Carolinas, and coming up this way. Like, I don't know about any of you people. If you're in the winter, we're talking winter and it's cold. Do you guys want to be outside? Even the winter time when they did Holiday in the Park at New England, it was friggin' cold.
It was friggin' cold.
And I'm like,
our asses still went there.
We went, and
actually loved it though.
Yeah, I kind of like driving through it better. Like during COVID, I was in my warm car.
That was fun.
Yeah, to get to drive through, the park in your own car. You get to drive through, see the lights. Thought it was great. I would like that, but I truly feel like, especially up this way in the north, don't even bother opening up. It's cold. I'm just gonna stay. That's like one time, Jess, Danielle, and Jimmy went to New Hampshire in the winter, and I was like, I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'm
for
like
the castles, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, it's too cold now. I don't want to freeze. I'm like, no offense, I love you guys, I just don't want to do it. So Jess went, and they're like, yeah, it was really cold and it sucked. I was like, that's why I stayed home. I'm like, I don't want to do these things in the winter. I don't want to go snow tubing. I don't want to be outside freezing.
This year I want to try and go back to snowboarding.
Oh God, please don't. I love you, John. Please don't. It's not going to end well. Haven't you known this? You and Gravity are not friends.
Oh, me and Zeke's father. We're now known as professional fallers.
Well, yeah, because I remember I got the picture of his father in the hole at Palmer. You're always falling down
today.
Oh, did he? Well, you're always falling all the time. Like, dude, if you go snowboarding, you're probably going to die.
I used to go snowboarding all the time.
And how many times you fall? A lot.
A few.
Yeah, see, my point proven. We need to tell him, look, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do in their life, but this dude belongs in a chair, a couch, or a bed, or a wheelchair, or not even a scooter. I've seen you in a scooter. We got video evidence of you in a scooter almost driving out and getting hit by cars. This dude needs... Out here in Rhode Island, and I know... No, John, no. Swiper, no snowboard. This is what John needs around him. The inner tube of a tire. See, in Rhode Island, when people want to go cold hogging to get clams and stuff...
You get the inner tube.
You get the tube, you blow it up, and you put a wicker wooden basket in the center of it. So when you go down underwater, see what you do is you tie a rope to it, tie it around your waist so you don't lose the thing. And then you can dig with your heel until you feel it. Could be a clam, it could be a rock. So then you just go down there and you dig down. Sometimes if you get the claw thing.
If you get the rake, it works a little bit better. Sometimes.
Yeah, if not, you do it with your hand and you dig and you get it. And you put it, I used to do it with my father as a kid. It was fun.
We got to do that next summer.
And my father will go. He'll show
me, you, Jeremy, and the boys.
Yeah, my father will show us how it's done.
Yeah,
he'll show you the proper way. But the point is, you take that inner tube and you put it around John, and for anything he does in life, so if he falls, he bounces back up, and he doesn't smack the ground. He comes back up, and then you don't have to. Then he can go snowboarding because he's probably gonna hit a tree or a big rock somewhere, so at least he can bounce off of it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of you, but it's the reality. It's
it
me.
Really is.
Yeah, I'm not shit talking him like he's like an idiot.
Hell, I even fell in your friggin' pool.
Yeah, first time he ever went in my pool. I don't have any hand railings, so he's walking down. Everybody can walk down the steps. Normal, boom, 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 right in, right. Motherfucker takes 2 steps, falls right down the stairs. Good thing it was the pool, so he just. We were laughing, like dude's always falling, all the time. We'd be running around or something. Boom. See you later. Gone. I don't get it. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing?
A professional faller.
He is. That's his job. I wish he could get paid for every time he fell. He'd be a millionaire.
Billionaire.
Probably. All right. So the last tidbit of news before we hit the merger thing. So Six Flags Fiesta Kid Flash. It's going to be opening on November 4th.
Yay!
Now I typed up a little rant about Six Flags because I did comment on a post about something, and Jeffrey Siebert seen it and got a little defensive, but that's okay. I am not, and I want to clear this up, so in case it's not an apology or anything, but I want to clear this up. Jeffrey is the only true park president remotely doing anything for Six Flags as a park president. He is the only one. Everybody else either needs to get fired or get with it. That's another thing why I hate Six Flags. Like, I can't see Six Flags as a theme park. I even said something like that. I'm like, it's not. I said it's just a glorified amusement park trying to be a theme park. He didn't really like that comment, but that's okay. And it is what it is. But like when you look at Kid Flash, that was another thing. Somebody's like, oh, there's no theming. There's nothing. There isn't. You cannot call yourself a theme park and just lay a coaster on cement. And using metal signs to describe characters is not theming. See, when you think about theming in a theme park, you look at Disney, you look at Universal, you even look at SeaWorld. SeaWorld's not the greatest at it, but they're better than a Six Flags. So when it comes to that, I think Six Flags and Cedar Fair are cookie cutter theme parks. They're not. They should just be like high-end amusement parks. Until you're really, really diving deep and getting into real theming. And that's why I hate IPs. You know what I mean? But I got stuck with a rider and 3 maintenance workers couldn't fix it. Uh-oh. They're already having issues with it. And, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I hate IPs. The only good thing I can see happening about a merger, this isn't the segue, but a merger with Six Flags and Cedar Fair, this whole stupid IP thing for them may go away, like in terms of Warner Brothers and all that and all that garbage, because you can't do a lot, and I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million more. You can't properly theme IP attractions because the person that owns the IP is trying their hardest to make sure that you don't screw it up, but somehow Warner Brothers doesn't care that Six Flags as a company is destroying the DC franchise with their cookie cutter theming. Metal signs and metal cut-throughs are not theming. That is the cheapest way to do theming. That means you are lack of creativity, lack of budget, and you're being strong-held by the IP holder. That is why I'm not about IPs, not in haunt industry, not in theme parks or anything, because you're at the mercy of these IPs. And that's why it looks stupid and cheesy. I don't know. A lot of people in here have complained about what it looks like. And people talk crap about the theming in Six Flags. It doesn't cut it. It's not cool. It's just, I look at it and I go, oh, 1 fist, 1 punch, 2 faces. I told you I could do it. I told you. That was cool when he did that.
That was like, I don't think that was just like, ooh.
He was just like, and you could hear it connect. Ba-da-doom. He hit them both. I was like, that was cool. But yeah, so that's my rant. Like, I'm not, and if Jeffrey's watching this or anybody, I don't want anybody to think like I'm like trashing you or anything like that. It's the company not giving the proper budgets, not having the proper creativity, or the creativity is being strangled, and you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't work there, so I don't know. But I'm telling you, these are the problems that these parks have. So take the info as what you will with it. I'm just saying that Six Flags, to me, is not a theme park. I don't care that you put the Joker on the ride, a sign that says the Joker with the Joker on it. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't care that you put Flash on a kiddie ride and you make it look like the Flash with the lights and stuff. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Give me something more.
Look cool, though.
It does look cool, but then when you look at the rest of it, it looks like shit. Like, yeah, that's... Like, yes, I'm being critical of something. Why? Because I loved it. Well, it's the CEO, and Jeffrey can't be creative if he gets to be creative. Like, what Jeffrey did with that pirate dock ride was phenomenal. Like, that's what I'm looking for.
Hell, even what he's done with Dr. Diabolical.
Yeah, like what he's doing with that, great. But the DC crap, get rid of it. It's real. Let's be honest. I want to know from everybody that's watching. does an IP really drive you to the park? Do you go, oh my God, there's a new Superman ride coming after 75 other ones? Hey, does that get you excited?
Nope.
I feel if you as a person, and this is my opinion, you can disagree. I feel you as a person, if you enjoy and you run out to the parks because of an IP, I think you're afraid of originality. Now, I get it. Sometimes original things suck. You know what I mean? Like, you see movies, right? We get all excited. Like, okay, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, whatever it was, the horror movie. I think it's a great movie. Is it a perfect movie? No. Could it have been way better? Yes.
But it was also an independent movie. So
yeah,
we knew going in, watching this movie, we knew it wasn't going to be one of these, oh my God, CGI this, CGI that. No, it was fun watching the crappy shit that they had.
Oh, yeah. You know, and...
But the thing is, it's all that stuff that they had is stuff that we've seen at Transworld.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... You gotta work with what you got. But a company like Six Flags, a Cedar Fair, that has more money than a mom and pop joint, well, why not put the money? It's the ride, not the name that excites me.
Yeah, because the ride, if just for a sec, look at Hershey. When we went to Hershey.
Yep.
What ride did we love the most?
Well, I love Wildcat's Revenge.
Well, besides Wildcat. What ride did we do twice?
What ride did we do twice?
Cup Fusion.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That was an original theme. Yes, they used the IP from...
But they own it.
They own the IP. But that story, that's in that. That's a dock ride. That's a fun dock ride to play with.
Oh, yeah.
Wildcat's Revenge. Again, we both were like, we going to Hershey and Wildcat's opening up.
Yep.
Again, what did we go for? The coaster.
Yep. Well, it had nothing to do.
It's nothing to do with the name. We went there just because, oh, look, it's a amazing ride.
Well, we went because the original ride was, got neglected over the years and they just couldn't keep it up.
Yeah.
So now they were gonna to fix that. They go, hey, we're gonna hybrid it, and this is what's gonna happen. And it turned out to be the best RMC built on the planet. Not Steel Vengeance, not Wicked Cyclone, not Iron Gwazi. Wildcat's Revenge is better than all RMCs.
It was an underdog. Everybody doubted that ride being a crazy good ride.
I think, and look, everybody knew that I love Iron Gwazi. That bumped up to my number one, right? And I thought that was going to stay there for a long time. And then I rode Wildcat's Revenge, and I was like, Iron Gwazi, you got moved to number 2.
But that's basically the thing. The name, did it matter what the name? No. It mattered what the ride was.
They could call it shit-faced diarrhea, and I still would have wrote it.
Yeah.
Because I hoped I'd got shit-faced and diarrhea on it.
Hell, one of my favorite rides, which was torn down, which was Buzzsaw. It wasn't an IP ride. It was because it was It was just a ride that I liked.
And I agree with Charles. It's the ride, not the name that excites me. He says, plus, original themes, he says, a merch I'd rather buy than Superman as an example.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing with Six Flags and their merch. When you go buy a Superman t-shirt, for the most part, it just says Superman on it. Sometimes it doesn't even say Six Flags on it. When I go to a place, doesn't matter if it's a theme park, medieval times, wherever, right? I want to buy merchandise from where I was.
Yeah.
I want cool merch from Six Flags New England or medieval times or insert whatever. And I don't think...
2 girls in a cup.
Yeah, 2 girls in a cup on a shirt. $20.
I had to.
And I think Six Flags does their merch terrible. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I could fix their merch problems, but my salary's $5 million a year.
Hell, we went to...
It's my FU price.
Going back to Hershey. What was their merch at their stores like?
Some of it was pretty damn good.
Hell, even a chocolate-flavored smelled shirt. It was cool.
Yep.
And you just chocolate-flavored fart.
Yep. I got a chocolate fudge chair right now. So, but yeah, like, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying, like, I talk trash. But when I'm talking trash, it's because I'm passionate about, I'm not running around being like, F you, F this, F that, F this, F you, because I'm being a troll or a jerk. It's the passion that I have for theme parks. And I stopped buying merch at Six Flags because it's garbage. Like, I have a hard time trying to find something to buy. Like, I am ready with the credit card or cash, whatever I got. I'm ready to spend.
Especially if it's out of full on reverse concert.
Well, Jess bought the 2 hoodies to get the
I
meet
know.
and greet.
I know.
Because I would, if she looked at me, I would have been like,
Nope.
I mean, I would have one time for her. I would have done that for Jess.
But no, going back to the merch game, you got to look at the different merch game. There's an idea I gave Zeke and Rich today, and they already looked into it, and they already are in the process of doing it.
What is it?
13th World Ponchos.
Well, you could for the rain. You could get it in case. Then you could really
make a killing on rain days.
Not only that, but you could use those for, like, Touch of Fear. Like, you remember how I told you they should make a 3rd tier of ticket?
Mm-hmm.
And so only if you're wearing buy the poncho, and we can dump stuff on you. We can do whatever we want to you. We can't guarantee that your clothes ain't going to come out messed up. But you wear that poncho, that gives us the right to dump water and ranch and whatever.
I didn't think of that, actually.
I just thought of that on the fly. You need to tell Rich. You need to write it down. I'm telling you, it could be something. Because that's the way that you could do that. Like, you tell the actors, don't be hitting them in the face with shit.
No.
Just dump it on the poncho. Keep it on the poncho. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You say, whatever it is, dump it on the... people will be like... And then, if they want, they can throw it out or keep it, bring it home, and clean it off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, whatever. If they want to jump in a little pond over there and clean off, by all means. Whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, that could be a cool option... Because most people don't want that garbage on them. Like, if you watch the video when the one that I put, you know what I mean? Like, that is a cool way to incorporate, you call it the touch of poncho. And they go, what's that? Well, we can dump condiments, all, water.
Whatever
whatever you feel like. That way, you're not getting your clothes totally destroyed. I mean, they still could, but it's just like a little cool gimmick. You put 13th World, whatever on it.
Yeah.
On the front or the back, or you could put like Touch of Fear on it. There's ideas that you could do, and if they could do that, I'm telling you, they might get some people to do it.
Because honestly, you look, not trying to use 13th World, but you look at what we've talked about plenty of freaking times about merch games and this, that, and the other. We go, what do we do? Even you the most. Go to a haunt, look for a merch.
Yep.
What merch do they got? Okay. Nah, who cares? If it sucks.
Yeah, in most places it does.
Fright Fest. I will say, Fright Fest, the only shirt that I found interesting was that shirt that I bought.
Yep.
That shit is getting boring and repetitive.
Yeah, and I don't like the design that they have for the Fright
And
Fest.
now they're selling t-shirts and long sleeve shirts that skeletons for the family. Oh, who cares? You can buy those shirts at Dollar Store if you really wanted to. Make your own.
Yeah. It's... I don't know. I feel 2 things about the merch. It could be headquarters, corporate going, you don't get too crazy. We want generic.
Mm-hmm.
Or, number 2, the people that are creating them maybe could go a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just giving you bland garbage that most people... He's angry. He's eating. Plasma Productions. I lost my virginity to Steel Vengeance. I still haven't. Though I haven't been to Cedar Point since 2012. 11 years since I've been there. And I have to go because Jeremy's never been. I took Devin. I never took Jeremy. So we need to do that. I don't have an opinion on Steel Vengeance because I've never ridden it. I still haven't ridden Gatekeeper. I still haven't ridden
Gatekeeper's one. What
was the dive coaster over there? Valraven. I I have. Did I ride it? No. You know when it was Mantis and then it turned into Ragaroo? I haven't ridden that. Exactly, Charles. It's great for that. And that's why it's like, yeah, I talk trash and I go, hey, if Six Flags wants to hire me for Fright Fest or something, I am the one person that they should hire. And I always give you the FU salary price because they ain't ever going to hire me. Mm-hmm. So I say I want $5 million a year and people go, why do you think you deserve $5 million a year? Because I have a lot of experience of what sells and what doesn't. Like even my own merchandise, I know what sells and what doesn't. Some of the stuff that doesn't sell, I wish I didn't buy. You know, it's all trial and error, but I come out with cool designs. It's all about the design. I want cool things. There's some generic things that I like, but there's some like cool ride stuff. Like I really think Six Flags is missing the boat on making Slasher Circus shirt or a Midnight Mansion shirt and so on. The zombie one and Terror Tales and Darknet, whatever the hell it is.
I forgot what it is.
Whatever they call that other one there. Fear or something. I forget what the hell it is. I'm just saying, you're missing the boat on potential merch. Make it personal, like to the... Yeah, I get it. They make it like, oh, Fright Fest, Six Flags. No, Six Flags, New England. I don't want them stupid clown, zombie, idiot, graffiti idiots. I want ones for the haunts themselves.
Hell, I'll even take one with Joshua Johnson's face on there. He has a couple of different characters.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like these parks are missing the boat on the merch, and I am a huge supporter and buyer of merchandise. Like, I got all kinds of crazy ass shit that I would buy. He's seen the stupid shit. Like, I had an epiphany for an album when I was in Salem. I got the mask over there. I bought the devil mask and the goat mask. And you know what I mean? Like, I buy dumb shit all the time. You know, and when I go to haunted houses, I bought the Resistance shirt that has Skull and Bone Crusher from Demented FX.
Yeah.
Love the shirt. Exactly, Plasma Productions. Got to have the I Conquered insert Coaster shirt.
Yeah.
People love that stuff. And Six Flags used to do that. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of my Nutrition Facts shirt. It was disgusting. Just over time.
Six Flags does have the Superman, I Conquered Superman shirts, but
the designs are shit.
The designs are shit. That's exactly what I was just going to say.
They're shit. They need to go through. I'd love to be the guy to approve every design.
Hell, this is the first year that I could say I did not want any shirt except that one shirt. But a Six Flags shirt, which I always get every year.
The last Six Flags shirt I bought was Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I didn't buy it. They gave it to me for the media day. Or the filming day. They wanted us to wear whatever. No, I think it was a media day. They gave everybody a shirt. It was the last shirt that I got from Six Flags.
Six Flags.
What was that, 18, 19, around there? So that should tell you that the merch has dwindled. They used to have cool, fun shirts, like the Coastal Nutrition Facts shirt. I wish I could buy that shirt again. It was a cool... the merch sucks. So I'm just hoping that they can fix it. Mm-hmm. And this is going to lead into the merger. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, now Cedar Fair is the one that's trying to merge with Six Flags.
That's kind of odd, but at the same time, not. Yeah, the Wicked Cyclone shirts were cool.
Yeah, I have no desire to buy anything. Actually, no, it's a lie. The last shirt I bought was a Six Flags St. Louis shirt. When I went during the first year I went to Transworld and they had that event.
Yeah.
That was 19. That was the last time. And I just bought it so I had something from there. Because everything else sucked in the store. Like the hoodies and everything. It was just terrible. And I'm like, ooh, it was a 50th anniversary shirt. And I'm like, cool. But I threw out all my Six Flags shit. Except for the 50th anniversary. Because all my shirts, they were all like falling apart. They don't last. They're junk, number one. I think I still have... I could have thrown it out, too. I had or still have, I don't remember, the Great Adventure El Toro Era shirt. It has the total wrong facts about the ride. I could have chucked it. I don't know. I just went through a phase. I was like, fuck Six Flags. Threw everything out. Like, you know. And
you still have to make more boxes.
yeah, I know. I still got a lot of things to get rid of. And, we'll do that. But anyway, so the merger, there's not a lot of information because it's not officially done. But they said that I think by the time they do their third quarter announcement coming up this month, that they might have a done deal like soon, within a couple. So hang on, let me just go, because it's all over the internet. We're not gonna have a problem finding it. Ooh, barks for Rudolph. Here we go. U.S. amusement park operator Cedar Fair Six Flags in merge talks, says sources. It says Cedar Fair is exploring a potential merger with peer Six Flags. Entertainment people familiar with the matter said on Wednesday a tie-up between the two companies would come as concerns about a U.S. economic slowdown and consumers curbing the discretionary spending have weighed on the stock performance. Merging would allow them to weather a slowdown from a stronger position. The companies have discussed the combination in the past, including in 2019, and there's no certainty that the latest deliberations result in an agreement, the source said, requesting an anonymity because of the matter is confidential. If there is an agreement, it could come as early as Thursday when Cedar Fair reports quarterly earnings. Cedar Fair and Six Flags, which have a market value of $1.8 billion and $1.7 billion, respectively, did not immediately respond to comments. And then Cedar Fair and Six Flags shares rose more than 6% and 7% on the news, respectively, in an afternoon trading in New York. They both underperform in the United States leisure and recreation price return index by more than 15% this year.
Wow.
It says Cedar Fair owns 11 amusement parks and 4 gated outdoor water parks in 10 U.S. states and in Toronto. Six Flags, the largest operator of water parks in North America, with 27 parks across the United States, Mexico, and Canada. I don't think a merger is going to save shit. This is what I think should happen. They need to start getting rid of underperforming parks.
Yeah.
So get rid of, like, Six Flags. Get rid of the one in Buffalo.
Darien Lake.
Get rid of that.
That would probably be the first one on the chopping block.
I know that Michigan's Adventure might in Cedar Fair. Even Six Flags America could go.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, and even Great Escape could go. What I'm saying is, your parks that aren't really bringing you money and you're not really spending on, get rid of. Even if you're just running them and you don't own them, why pay out the money?
Mm-hmm.
You're not really. I mean, if you think about all those other water parks, you don't hear about 27 attractions going in. You don't even hear about 10. So you're going to go all these years and years and years, and the water parks aren't getting shit. You know, the ones that are just strictly water parks.
Yeah.
And then you got some parks that aren't getting nothing. I feel it's time they need to shed some of their portfolio, sell them, kill the contracts, and worry about.
I think if this merger does happen, I think you're going to start seeing over the winter time, this park, that park is going to be not under Six Flags or whatever name that they come up with as for merger.
Yeah, I think they'll get rid of the. They got to dump some off. They have to.
I see who's the other companies that are out there. Hirschland. And what's the other one?
Say it again. There's Hirschland.
There's Hirschland. What was the other one besides Hirschland?
Oh, there's the one that owns Lake Compounds.
Yeah.
It's 2 companies. Palace and then Parks Rianiti, whatever the.
I see Hirschland and Palace being the ones that are going to be running the run for the other ones. And then I end up seeing other parks going family owned or going belly up altogether.
Could be. Because, like, Jay Kite says Canada Six Flags can go. That park gets nothing. SeaWorld could buy some. I don't see that. But they could. They could turn them into Busch Gardens.
I could see them playing around with that. I see what is that one that's down in Kissimmee?
Oh, Fun Spot? Yeah, Fun Spot could probably buy, like,
A few.
Great Escape. No, they probably would buy one. They don't got money to buy multiple, but they could probably get, like...
If anybody buys Great Escape, it's going to be Great Wolf.
You think so? You think they're going to buy the park? Well, they got the indoor water park.
That's why I'm saying.
You think they're going to run an amusement park, too?
They may actually step in that realm.
Because, I've heard weirder things, because I know we covered it. Chuck E. Cheese is getting their own water park.
Yeah.
Somebody's building a Chuck E. Cheese themed water park. So anything can happen. I mean, I don't know if Dorney would go. I could see it going, and maybe like Hershon buying it.
That would probably be a Hershon.
I mean, it could be Hershon or it could be Palace. It could be either one of those. You know what I mean? And SeaWorld could. I mean, I could even see Six Flags New England going. It's not a crazy heavily attended park anymore.
No.
People stop going.
Yeah,
it could be Merlin. Merlin would probably be good for Great Escape.
Yeah, they would.
That would be good because they could turn that into a Legoland, and you can go Legoland at Lake George.
Yep.
That would be a cool.
That would.
They could easily turn that place around.
Oh yeah.
To a Legoland.
Oh yeah.
Easily. So there's potential. I think Canada and Six Flags, that can eat crap.
If anything, Laron is not going to end up being neither of those two parks. I think Laron gets sold off altogether and ends up being a housing.
It could be something. I don't know.
I don't see them keeping that as a park. I don't think anybody really wants Laron.
Yeah, it's junk.
Because the ultimate one for Canada is Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah, that one's a great park.
I don't see Laron doing anybody wanting Laron. Mexico, on the other hand, that's a good one to keep.
Yeah, I think it's kind of popular-ish.
It is.
See, now Jay Kite's saying, would they make it one pass if this happens? Would the pass be... I'm sure that they would be under one pass.
Yeah.
But I would expect the price to double for that pass. Whatever the... So let me do this. Let's go to Cedar Point. Right? Let's just go to Cedar Point. And then we're going to look at what their passes cost. Okay, so right now you can go buy a gold pass. Let's see what there's a deal going on right now. So a regular gold pass, which just gets you into Cedar Point and Cedar Point Shores, and whatever you get just at Cedar Point, is $125. That's just to get in. So now that's probably, you're going to get like your gold pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably going to stay. That price, like for Cedar Point, will probably stay. Just because of the fact of, look, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to pay that. Like it says, you can do initial payment of $25 and then 10 payments of $10. Now, people can afford that.
That's actually not bad.
Right? That's if it's new. If you're going to renew, it's initial payment of $25 and then a $9 for 10 payments for $115.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people will go, well, that's really expensive. Think about, for the people that go, a lot of people that buy a pass probably go almost every weekend. Not every weekend. They probably get a lot out of it.
But look at the perks.
Yeah, you get a lot of good perks for it. So now let's go look at Six Flags, right? Let's go to sixflags.com.
Go to Six Flags New England. They just got the new 24 shit.
All right, so let's go to...
just for the hell of it.
No, I don't want updates. I just want to go... Oh, here we go. All right, so let's go to Six Flags New England just so we can...
Just for the hell of it.
All right, so daily tickets, $45. Daily ticket plus haunted attraction, $75. You dicks. All right, so now you got two passes now at Six Flags New England. You have a platinum pass. I guess they got no gold? No more? All right, well, hey, they're getting smarter. Instead of having 75, you got 2. So you got Platinum Pass, $79 each. And then you got the Diamond Pass, which is $175 each. I think that Platinum Pass will probably get bumped up to the 125, whatever.
Yeah.
And then that 175. Oh, yeah, I'm a dummy. Let me go back to Cedar Point. I only looked at the gold passes. Yeah, where is tickets and passes? All right, so you got the Prestige Pass. So that Prestige Pass gets you into all, right? Unlimited visits to all Cedar Fair parks with all park passport added on. You can get into the water parks, all that stuff, right? So $325. I think if whatever the company becomes and they do that, that's probably what those passes are going to cost.
Yeah.
You're probably in that realm. You're probably with the gold and the prestige kind of things. And that's probably what you're going to be at, roughly.
Yeah.
That's probably the pricing that they're going to go with. And so if you get a gold pass, you're going to be stuck at your home park. You're going to pay this. If you want to go to other ones, you're going to pay $325. If you don't want to pay $325,
screw you.
Yep, you get what you get. I think that's the Cedar Point pricing is probably going to be around where it's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jay could be right. Could be around 400, but I wouldn't say more. If anything, it'll stay between 325 and 350.
Yeah, because more. Again, you got to realize this: the people that are getting the prestige passes and going to all the parks, they're not really going to all the parks.
No.
They'll buy it and they'll go mainly to their home park, and then they'll go to another one nearby, or they might fly out to another one. The majority of people that are bouncing between different various parks is not a high number. It's like 1-2% of the entire pass base. That's nothing. They're making a killing on these people because they're not. Most people, even when we were buying, go to the passes and we're going to other parks, you go to Great Adventure, you go to America, you go to whatever. We still were not going to I haven't been to all the Six Flags parks. You know, so I don't.
The only reason why we had our membership was because we went and took our week trip. Went down to Jersey, went up to Lake George, went to New England. Those are the ones that we ended up going to without having to travel even further.
Yeah, and I get it. You go and you try to make your vacation the best that it can be because of you. Everybody only has X amount of dollars. I don't have unlimited money. I don't know about you, and most people here don't have. I don't have a money tree, and I can just pluck $1,000 bills off.
I wish.
Me too. I wish I was a millionaire right now, but I'm not. But you know what I mean? Like, and I get it. And that's why I think this merger, honestly, is a bad idea. It should not happen. I think they just need to just start dumping stuff off and become a leaner, meaner machiner of a park.
In my opinion, I think the merger would probably be better off.
You think so?
In the long
why?
run,
I want to know why. You tell me. I'm kind of being funny, but no, I'm really interested why you think.
In the long run, it will be. Because now, yes, it's going to cost more for people to go to these parks. But it's also going to give you a different experience. Because now we all know Six Flags parks suck. Six Flags doesn't know jack shit what they're doing anymore. Cedar Fair has been doing a lot more things little on little. Each year they've been stepping up at each of the parks. Taking their time with each park. The attendance levels are there in a lot more of the Cedar Fair parks than they are at Six Flags parks. But Six Flags parks have their parks that are popular and not as popular as well, because certain areas are.
I mean, the numbers don't lie. Oddly, Cedar Fair parks don't have the attendance of Six Flags. Like, even, like, it's always, like, Magic Mountain, Great Adventure, and then it'll be, like, Knott's and Cedar Fair, you know what I mean? Like, below them. Now, I'm not knocking Cedar Fair. Cedar Fair does do a better job at running their parks. They're not perfect either.
But I think the merger, yes, Michael Bennett says it'll cause a monopoly. Yes, it will, but then it doesn't at the same time, because now it breathes new life into some of these parks that were like, okay, on their life support, basically. Or are they going to get rid of these parks? Yes, I see in the long run this merger being better than what everybody's thinking, like you're thinking now. It'll be a shit show.
Well, it's going to be a shit show for a while.
But it's going to actually, put it this way, all these parks are chasing Universal and Disney. SeaWorld is the next chain that's even strong, that's in that strong realm. You have to start looking at what has to happen. We started seeing the rating on the wall with a merger coming soon. It was just going to be a matter of who's going to merge who. We already seen Cedar Fair and SeaWorld. That was going to be one thing and then that broke apart for some odd reason. We don't know what. Six Flags and Cedar Fair tried it before and it failed. Do we see this working? If this is true, and you can hear it on Thursday, then you're going to say, okay, what the hell has been going on behind the scenes? But in the long run, I think this is going to make their stock stronger, number one. Number two, the clientele and the fan base is going to actually join together. Instead of having everybody splitting off and saying, oh, Six Flags better, no, Cedar Fair's better. You're going to have one in fan base.
Now, it will create a monopoly, yes, but they have to invest. Because
they have no choice.
Cedar Fair wants to merge with Six Flags now. Before it was Six Flags wanting to merge with Cedar Fair. They have no choice but to invest, because look what's going on now at all the parks between the two chains. When they're not investing, people stop going.
Yeah.
If people stop going, it's got nothing to... If they don't invest, people stop going. So it makes no sense to think that... I mean, it could happen. Michael Bennett could be 100% right.
Yeah.
And they could stop going, hey, we got the monopoly on everything. They got no choice but to come to us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if your park is not... Think about it. Six Flags New England hasn't invested much of anything.
No.
And I don't have a pass.
Hell.
Most Six Flags aren't investing anything worth a shit.
But then you look at the same thing with Cedar Fair. Cedar Fair finally gave Dorney a new ride this year.
Yeah.
That's something that everybody's like,
and maybe
crap.
maybe the behind the scenes was this year. Maybe all the rides that were going into Cedar Fair and Six Flags, maybe they've been talking about this all year, trying to figure it out, and they're setting themselves up for it to happen.
Exactly.
It could be like, hey, boost up Great Escape because we're giving them a new wood coaster. Boost up this such and such park. Fiesta Texas. Let's give them Kid Flash. Let's give these.
The other thing you have to look at too is California Great Event. Whatever it is, Great America. Earlier this year, they said that park is closing. I wonder why. You have to look at in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just dealing. You keep talking. I'm just dealing with a work call.
Basically, you have to look at as Great America, California. Okay, it's how close is it to any of the parks?
Which one?
California Great America.
That's Northern Cali, so it could be somewhat. I'm not. The only other close one that I know of, like in terms of like Six Flags, would be Discovery Kingdom, but they don't have a lot of rides there. That's mostly a zoo.
So you have to, Discovery Kingdom. That's what Charles just said. Yeah. Basically, you have to look at where these parks that they boosted up is boosting up. Fiesta's been boosting up like crazy. Number one, we all know that. That's one of their bigger parks. Lately, it's one of their biggest parks to boost up. Knott's Berry Farm. Everybody's on Knott's. I'm gonna say it. On Knott's like crazy now. Magic Mountain. All these parks, you have to start looking at each of these parks, where these parks are, and look and really see what park do you feel like is gonna be going.
Me, honestly, 2 parks off the bat, I think that would be Lerone and Darien Lake.
Yeah.
From Six Flags. Michigan's Adventure, they might keep it because that's really a family-orientated park.
I see that on the chopping block.
I mean, it could. But somebody like a Hershend or somebody would have to buy it. You know what I mean? Or they could just close it and just rip out the rides and sell the land.
Because this merger, if it does come out, you're going to have a ton of people being fired or losing their jobs. You're going to have a ton of money that has to... Each of these companies has to eliminate somewhat of their money.
Oh, yeah, they gotta eliminate shit to save money.
Yeah.
They can't afford to both be doing the same thing that they're doing now.
Yeah.
The company would be closed in a year.
Basically, like you were saying, yeah, you erase this, that, and the other. What you were saying works. But as a merger-wise, long run, that's going to work.
It could. I don't know.
I think it's going to save the industry as well.
I hope it does something because right now, I'm not happy with Six Flags, and I'm not...
Yeah, they could. Jay, you could be right. That's what they could do. But when it comes down to it, the long run, I think this merger is going to save everybody. He thinks not, but I think it's going to save. It's going to save money, and it's going to save time for a lot of these parks. A lot of these with these 2 companies. Maybe this was the game plan all along. Make Six Flags look weak. So where somebody actually asked to merge. Could that have been?
It could have been somebody, they could have been talking, been like, hey, things aren't looking good for any of us. Maybe if we become one, we can become stronger.
Because you have... What's on the horizon for everybody in the stock market and everything that's going on worldwide? You are starting to see where you're going to have a lot of these companies merge to save each of these a lot of the product of a lot of different things.
And it's all going to stem from corporate greed, lack of creativity, and stupid decisions.
Yeah.
That they've all made. We've all made stupid decisions. We all have in our life. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person at all. But for some reason... Because I pay more attention to Six Flags than I do Cedar Fair, because I'm surrounded by Six Flags parks, not Cedar Fair. The closest Cedar Fair park to me is Dorney. That's the closest one to me.
And you like going to Kings Island?
Yeah. I had a pass last year. I had a platinum pass to freaking Kings Island last year. Mm-hmm. And I got rid of my Six Flags pass. I thought I was going to miss it. I don't. I could care less. I figured it was incorrect when you stated Britt would be on site. He doesn't drive that fast.
But basically, in the long run, we are gonna. If this merger does work, I think the long game is gonna play perfect for this.
Yeah, it could work. I don't know. I kind of want to like half agree with you and half agree with me. Like, it's weird. It's like there's definitely a wait and see.
This is for the first time we can actually have a good battle back and forth.
Yeah. I just gotta send a link to the guy. The guy just asked me, "How's the band going?" All these electricians, it's so weird. All these electricians that I know, they're always like, they got fascinated. I'll be talking because like one time I got a phone call from like a big rapper was on the call on me, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm like, so and so is calling my phone. They're like, how the hell they got your number? And I'm like, I gotta take this call. I'm like, as soon as I'm done, I'll call you back. They're like, all right, go. Let me know what happened on the phone. They were so excited about it. And I got to say, the music video is... does anybody... Actually, let me ask you guys this. Does anybody in this chat room that has not watched Prime want to watch it here tonight? We can play it as we leave. We're not going to play it yet, but I just want to know if anybody wants to watch the Prime video.
Jay said this merger basically saying, look, SeaWorld, Disney, and Universal are taking over, and now we need to step up. That, honestly, I love that take, Jay. That actually makes sense. And I do see that actually as one of the reasons why. But, again, it's also Cedar Fair that went to Six Flags. It's kind of odd in a sense, but again, it's not.
No, I mean it is what it is. I'm actually intrigued to see what does happen.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if this actually happens, what's basically the next steps are going to be what's going to be interesting to see, because are they going to take the next steps? Are they going to follow a new business model, or are they going to be like, okay,
actually,
separate?
If the merger does happen, I want Cedar Fair to run the show, not Six Flags.
And they would actually be the better ones to run it, sadly to say. Maintenance-wise, Six Flags, after all the failures that have been happening lately.
I mean, and the weird thing is Six Flags New England used to have one of the best maintenance crew in all of Six Flags. They used to. It was well known. Like, a ride would go down, they'd get that bitch back right up. Right up. You know what I mean? Cedar Fair was a little slower. But, they have better merchandise. I have no problem going to any Cedar Fair park and buying that. Yeah, I agree with you, Charles. Cedar Fair could feel this as the best time to buy because Six Flags stock is so low.
Exactly.
But they also don't rely heavy on IP. They have the Peanuts, they have Snoopy and Charlie Brown.
Yeah, those are the only IPs that they really run hard on. Everybody else, they don't. They always come new.
Yeah, so, and I mean, look at, what was the ride in Carowinds? The snake one. Shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Copperhead Striker. Copperhead Strike. That was all original theming and it looks cool. So I feel like Cedar Fair running the show, but now you have all these parks, would do better. You could do more.
The other thing you gotta look at is park presidents at the same time, because honestly, like I said, mass firings are coming if that happens. So which park presidents would be...
Knott's is considered Cedar Fair.
Knott's is Cedar Fair.
Yep, that is a Cedar Fair park. That park is not going anywhere.
No.
It's a small park, but it's a phenomenal park if you've never been.
Knott's Berry is gonna stay there no matter what you look at.
It's a great park.
It's a good competitor for basically everybody in that realm.
And you see, did you see what happened with what's the ride that they were trying to refurbish?
Montu? Not Montu.
No, Montezuma's Revenge.
Yeah.
Somebody accidentally threw away the loop.
Ooh.
It went off to the scrapyard. Yeah. So that ride could be gone. They have to manufacture that thing was supposed to already open. And they don't have a time frame or nothing yet. So I think that project may be dead. And that coaster might be scrapped.
And that's sad.
Look, it was cool. Like, again, I could go on a rant for days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about nostalgia with these rides.
Mm-hmm.
I would like, when the ride's old and its time is up, get rid of it. Stop trying to hang on to the past. Like, I get it. Nostalgia rules. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nostalgia brings everybody together. Like, I look at, like, some people were posting photos of, like, toys from when we were kids. I'm like, oh, my God, I had that as a kid. I wish I could have it now. I would play with it. Something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for 5 minutes, I'd play with it and then probably never touch it again.
Song.
Yeah, like, there was a lot of cool things. I feel like when these rides are old, get rid of them. Don't hold on to them. There's always new innovations. There's new stuff coming. Yes, we all have our favorite rides, and we have all our favorite things, but it's time to evolve and innovate and come with stuff. And maybe these companies can stop making these coaster rides a little bit more fat-friendly for people.
They have to. a lot of people are complaining. Yes, I understand. Yeah, a lot of people are fat now.
Compared to when we were kids, more
But
people
you
are fat.
these manufacturers have to take an effect. Okay, well, the normal size person is not going to be size 2 or size 0 anymore.
No, we're all fat because we like to eat. Well, not everybody, but most people are fat and like to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm getting bigger, but my weight, and you guys know, fluctuates. You could just go back and watch Grow Show videos. All of a sudden I thin out a little bit, and then I get fat again, and then I thin out again. I have a battle with food. I'm sorry.
56 pounds.
What?
Since we started building some.
You lost 56? Wow, good for you. Good for you. I probably gained half of it. I don't know. Half of you. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
But that was also, look at what we were doing from the beginning of build till now.
Yeah, but then see what happens now. Winter comes, and at 56,
it all back.
yeah, it all comes back. Everything we've lost all year comes right back. We're in hibernation. We're getting ready for hibernation. It sucks, but hey, we're gonna get out.
There's gonna be a lot of snow.
Probably, but we're gonna get out of here. This was a great show. This is the longest show in a while. This was a great show. We'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. But I will tell you, the week before Thanksgiving, IAPA week, there will be no show. So that's 2 weeks from today will be no show. I go to Florida. I'm not going to IAPA. My wife is. Kind of weird. She's going and I'm not. I will be at SeaWorld 2 weeks from tomorrow.
You'll be enjoying your time with Faith.
Yeah, I'm taking baby Faith and Alyssa to SeaWorld, and we are going to enjoy SeaWorld that day while they go to IAPA, and then, we're going to do all that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the future of SFNEOnline and whatever the hell I decide I'm calling whatever it is I'm doing. There is no beef. There's no falling outs. We're still going to work together. I'm going to help Charles and help build him back up, and he can help me and all that. It's just...
Hell, I'll still be part of the crew anyway.
Yeah, I don't, but remember, once January 1st comes, Charles will be in charge of SFNEOnline. The Growth Show will end, but a new podcast is going to be replaced. As we get closer to it, we'll announce everything that's going to go on and go from there. Like, I'm not going anywhere. We're just evolving and changing, and we're going to build this into a great podcasting area and filming stuff, because I want to be, like I said, I want to film some stuff. I want to do some fun videos, even for whatever the hell we're doing. I want to just, put a green screen over there and just do some cool green screen things, just stupid little things. I want to get back to having fun again. I wasn't having fun, and it's nothing anybody did. They're just mentally, because I was just like, screw Six Flags. So then everything started going down like that. So now I'm going to give it off to the person that's got the most passion for it. That's what you do. If you want it to continue on, and then when Charles is ready to give it up, he finds that next person to hand it off to. That's all it is. Anyway, we'll be back next week. I will see you guys next time. Until next time, everybody keep